Hey, what's up everyone? Bigfoot here. Today's the day I am going to go through the complete list, my overview of every single piece of gear I'm bringing with me on my upcoming unsupported FKT attempt of the Superior Hiking Trail. So let's cut to the chase and get to it. All right, guys, so the flow of the gear video here, I'm going to start over here with the clothing I'm wearing, what I'm packing, core items here. We'll talk about hydration and kitchen, followed by hygiene, and then my electronics. I'm going to put the weight of every single item right here on the very bottom of the screen as I transition from gear to gear so you can see what each thing weighs. And then when we're done, we're going to pack everything here into my Nero pack. They're going to weigh it, where I come out for total base weight. Now, I want to let you guys know the dedication I have doing these videos. I'm in my hotel room here up in Fargo. I'm on business travel, and right sitting here and right over there normally sits a sofa and a love seat, and I moved everything just to have a better picture and a better area for you guys so I could do this. Look at that. I know. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started now over here with the clothing. So starting off, we are going to cover all of the clothing that I'm going to be wearing, the things that are not going to be counted as base weight since they'll be on me the whole time. First are the trekking poles. These are the Leki Micro Vario TI Cor-Tec trekking poles. I opted for the aluminum version, not the carbon fiber version, because I am not a fan of carbon fiber poles. I've had a lot of them, about 4 of them break on me and snap, so I'd rather carry a few extra ounces knowing that these things will last. Now, I went with the ones that break down into, I think that the length is about 15 inches in total length when you have them broken down like this. And what I'll do is I'll put those and stow them right into my left pocket here of my Nero. How I operate my Nero, I'll have my liter water bottle here on the right-hand side. So this one will be completely empty, and that's where I'll stow those when I don't need them, which is why I bought the ones that break down like that, because it's just so convenient for me to be able to stow them, put them away, and then pull them out when I need them. So those are my trekking poles. Shorts that I'm bringing are just a pair of short men's running shorts. I did make one adjustment, and I actually cut off the lining that's in the inside here of the running shorts. The reason why I did that is because the lining doesn't do anything for me. I get pretty extreme chafing in the inner thigh area, which I have to have boxer briefs. So no liner, boxer briefs instead, and also save me a little bit of weight. That's really unnecessary. Ultra Lone Peak 3.0. I just got a brand new pair of these, so I've been using these since the last 400 miles of the Appalachian Trail. I like them. The only thing that I don't like that happened to my last pair is the insole here actually had problems with it adjusting and shifting inside the shoe, where I actually had to super glue the insole down so that I didn't have that issue. I had that issue over Memorial Weekend when I hit a lot of wet, muddy terrain up on the Superior Hiking Trail. So I'm probably going to just super glue these down so I don't have that issue. I guess that's a known issue. People have told me. But other than that, I've liked everything else about the Lone Peak 3.0s. Of course, I got my trucker hat, my Bigfoot trucker hat here from Headsweats, which is nice. So I'll be wearing that. My Exofficio boxer briefs. Now, these are the 6-inch instead of the 9-inch. I had the 9-inch on the Appalachian Trail. With the shorter shorts and everything, I'm actually just wearing the 6-inch and haven't had an issue so far. I got my trusty bandana. Then I have my Patagonia Capilene lightweight shirt. And then I am bringing a pair of Ultra Gaiters. I did not have any Gaiters with me during my Appalachian Trail through hike. And really the reason was I just didn't have a chance to go buy some. I just kind of forgot about it and just dealt with rocks and crap getting stuck in my shoe and didn't want to do that again. So I'll be rocking Ultra Gaiters from now on. And then I went with Injinji trail running socks here. These, I believe, are the midweight, and I honestly have really fell in love with these Injinji socks. So the big difference, of course, is they have separated toe socks. So each one of your toes is going to fit in each one of these toe socks here, and really helps with eliminating blisters. I have one extra pair of socks. So this is everything that I'm wearing with me on the trail, on my through hike, that won't be counted in base weight. The only spare pair of clothing that I'm bringing is another pair of socks. Now these are the Injinji road socks, running socks, and these weigh just a little bit under these trail socks. No real rhyme or reason. I just wanted to try out both to see which one I like better. And I don't have a conclusion yet, but I am bringing both. Now, this right here is the Patagonia Houdini wind jacket. I went with this over my outdoor research Helium 2 because I really didn't need a heavier wind or rain jacket, rather. This is a wind jacket, but does and will shed some rain. And with it being the middle of summer that I'm going to be on the trail, I really don't need a ton. And as a matter of fact, I'll probably be using this Houdini more for deterring bugs, mosquitoes, than I will for rain. Most of the time when it's raining, I'm probably not even going to wear it. It's warm enough out anyway, but more so for the bugs. So I am saving a few ounces by dropping my helium. Now this is a new piece of gear for me as well. This is the Montbell Tachyon pants. They are super light. I think they come in at like 1.86 ounces. And most of the time people bring these as a hard shell, a windbreaker for your pants, for your legs. And my reason for wearing this or bringing this is to shield the bugs. So I'm going at the end of July in Minnesota. There's going to be a ton of mosquitoes, and I wanted something that was multi-purpose. So I wanted to bring something, A, that's going to deter bugs when I put it on, and B, something that I'm going to be able to sleep in. So at night, I'm going to take my hiking clothes off, and I'll likely be sleeping in these pants and perhaps even this jacket, just because I'm going to be all sweaty. I'm, going to be sticky, stinky, all that kind of stuff, and I don't want to get my new quilt all full of that nasty stuff. So I typically always wear a pair of boxer briefs and a shirt to bed, and this is going to suffice for it. So it's doing two things. It's deterring bugs when I need it, when they get really bad, and will probably be what I sleep in most nights. For sure this, depending on how warm I'm with this. Now I already did a overview of this. This is my Therm-a-rest Neo Air X Lite, the short version. I decided to not bring the longer version. It cuts 5 ounces off of my total weight, and what I'll be doing is I'll be using this for everything down to my torso, and then I'll be using this, which is a portion of a Therm-a-rest Z-Lite. I just cut off basically a small section of my Z-Lite, and this is going to act as a sit pad. It's also going to act as a foot pad when I'm sleeping, and it also acts as my frame, my external frame for my Nero that I'll put on the other side of this. I'll get to that in just a moment. So that's kind of those core items there. All right, so moving on, the next two items I've done an overview already. First, quilt, Enlightened Equipment Enigma, went with the 50 degree. I won't see temperatures on the Spirit Hiking Trail, probably under 55, so this will be perfect for me, and shaved a few ounces. I cannot wait to see how an Enlightened Equipment quilt holds up. I've heard a lot of great things about it, so I'm really excited about this product. And then I went from my duplex down to Solplex. So I've slept in this so far 2 different nights, really excited about it. And this is also shaving about 8 ounces off of my base weight from changing from the duplex down to Solplex. So excited about that, dropping half a pound. And the tent stakes I'm going with are the MSR Carbon Core tent stakes. I went with these because of recommendations from pass-through hikers. They are really light. They're actually lighter than the shepherd hooks that I had before, and they're super strong. I'm only bringing 6 stakes. I am not bringing the 2 stakes for the walls of the tent. I'm not going to be up in the mountains here. I'm going to be in upper Minnesota, and with the way that I set the tent up, make sure it's nice and tight and taut. I'm not worried about storms and my doors flapping, and I've already tested this out. It would be totally different if I was going out there on a long through hike, but in upper Minnesota, I'm not going to bring the wall stakes and just saving them, a little bit of weight. It's not a lot of weight, but weight that I probably won't need anyway. So if I need to and I really want, I'll just bring a couple and grab a couple little sticks and pull them out if I really want to. All right, then we go to my pack. Zpacks Nero is what I'm sporting, and I did make a big change with this. Instead of bringing the sit pad that's used as the exterior frame here, I am using that Z light as well. So a few different functions for this Z light: sit pad, foot pad, and my external framing for this. The reason why I switch it is because the Zpacks sit pad was about 2 inches shorter than this, and when I had it sitting on here, I had problems with it moving and adjusting up, and just caused a little bit of irritation to my back, the skin on my back, with the movement. And with this, once I send the shock cord down, it doesn't move at all. It actually has more surface and is more comfortable. And from what one of my subscribers has told me, has gotten better airflow because of how this is designed than just a regular flat sit pad. So that is what I'm doing with that. Now, I'm also bringing my trusted 4-in-1 multi-pack. I love this thing. How I use my multi-pack, I stuff everything that I need to eat for the day inside this multi-pack. So I'll have all of my snacks. I'll also have my phone. I'll have my headlamp and a few other things. All in all, this will probably carry somewhere around 3 pounds worth of stuff on me, and will eliminate me to have to make unnecessary stops. So love, love, love my multi-pack. I had it with me on the Appalachian Trail for the last 1,500 miles. And then I am taking my shoulder pouch. So I had this on my Arc Blast. And how I do my shoulder pouch is I actually keep a 16.9 ounce liter bottle up here. And this is the bottle that I use to put, actually not just drink water out of it, but I do all my mixing in just this bottle. So I have a clean bottle. And then this is the bottle that I do all of my mixes in when I do want to change things up. And I just found it a lot more convenient in my shoulder pouch of my pack in front of me than on the side. It just makes it easier for me to grab, which makes it easier for me to stay hydrated. All right, let's talk about the other water bottle that I'm bringing. So not going with the Sawyer filter like I did on the AT. I was going to bring Aquamera, and I ditched that because of this. So I had Capilene reached out to me a couple weeks ago, wanted to send me this and try this out on my next adventure. So I brought this with me in the Bounty Waters, and I was amazed. So first and foremost, this is the Capilene Be Free water filter. This won 2 awards last year. Actually, 1 award last year, 1 award this year. So it was the winner of the Runner's World Gear of the Year, and it also is one of Backpackers Editor's Choice Awards for 2017. This thing is sick. So what I love about it, collapsible, really simple, throw it anywhere, stow and go, no fuss, no mess. And then it has got a large mouth for you to be able to scoop water up in a lake. With the Sawyer bags, really difficult. This is so simple. Again, you just scoop it and go. And what I also love is 2 other things. Super simple to clean this. All you do is swish it in the water, or you can put water in here, close it, and then shake it up, pour it out, and then shake off the filter, and then you're good to go. Now this is tested for 1,000 liters of water, which will depend on, really the degree of water that it needs to purify. And the other part is the flow rate on this thing is incredible. It is about 3 or 4 times faster than the Sawyer. I'm not kidding you. Like, you can literally squeeze this as fast as you can put pressure, will be as fast as it will go out. And that just made my decision completely final that I'm bringing this guy out there. So what I'll do is I will fetch water out of this and filter all of my water out of this filter here. And when I get done drinking in my other water bottle, I'll just transfer it, just squeeze it from that bottle into that bottle, which is what I originally did with my Smart Water bottle. But with the Aquamera, I have to wait 15 minutes. With this, I don't have to. And it's a lot faster for me to fill up this than it was even a Smart Water bottle. Amazing. So This thing just totally impressed the living heck out of me. Love it. So let's talk about my kitchen setup. So I'm storing all of my food in I think this is a 12 by 20 op sack. The op sack here is odor-proof sealed sack that they sell up there on the market. And what I'll be doing is I'll store all my food in this, and it will keep it odor-proof. I guess as odor-proof as you would think something would come. And I will not be hanging my food with keeping all my food in this odor-proof bag. A lot of long-distance thru hikers, especially the ultralight or super ultralight thru hikers, are kind of going with this when they're not in the big bear countries, grizzly country, things like that. So that is what I'm going to be doing with my food. And then, as some of you probably know, I am going with the Vario leader bot. Really impressed with this thing so far. I love it. Now, there is a smaller version of the bot that actually has a couple handles on it. I went with the larger version for a couple different reasons. Number one, if I did need to have extra water, I'd be able to carry a whole liter of water in here. And I was having the intentions of using Aquamira, so I was thinking, oh, you know what? I could just go ahead and chemically treat this if I didn't have, if I still had a little water left in my smart water bottle. I could, when I wanted to, go ahead and get started on my next water source and treat it while I'm still hiking. But I don't have to worry about that anymore. What I do like also about the larger version is when I heat and boil my water, the very top of this is only warm to the touch, not hot to the touch. So I don't need any pot grippers. I don't even use my bandana. And I just pour this then into my food bag to cook my meals. Long-handled titanium spoon, mini Bic Lighter, and then my camp stove is the BRS. This thing is amazing. Only weighs 25 grams, which is 0.88 ounces, and does a fantastic job with what I need it to do, which is just boil water. And then my empty canister. I'll be bringing the 4-ounce MSR canister. Now I'll put everything in my bot for my kitchen, so my canister, my BRS stove, and then my mini Bic Lighter, and maybe something else if it works. But anyway, that will all be in one, so I don't have to worry about that flying around the place. Let's talk about electronics. So first and foremost, I am bringing the InReach Explorer with me. This is for two reasons. Number one, to track my journey. So if I'm able to set the record, I can prove it. And number two, this is for all of my patrons on Patreon to track me. If you haven't became a member of my Patreon community, you can do it for as little as $5 to get access to my private Facebook page, which I will be doing live feeds while I'm on the trail. And you'll also get the GPS link so you can track me the entire time and know where I'm at. I will have this set to update every hour. I won't be able to do any videos while I'm on the trail on YouTube because I just won't have a lot of battery on my phone, and I might do like an Instagram post a day. So this will be the best way for you if you want to stay connected with me the entire time, knowing where I'm at, and I'll be doing those live feeds on my Facebook. So that's what I'm bringing for my tracking. I have my Garmin Fenix 5, got this a couple months ago, absolutely love it, and I'll do a review of that later. I have a couple of cords that I'm bringing. One is for my Garmin Fenix 5, so I actually kind of have two GPSs. I'm going to have this in GPS mode the entire time so I know the mileage that I'm doing, how fast I'm going, elevation, all that kind of stuff. And then this is actually both a micro USB and a lightning rod cord. So I have a little adapter to make this micro USB a cord for my Apple iPhone, and then it is a micro USB as well. And I need the micro USB to charge my GPS. I'll probably have to charge this one time, and then of course I need this to charge my phone. I'm charging everything with the Anker 10,000 milliamp. This is the lightest 10,000 milliamp charger that you can find out there that I know of. Anker makes fantastic products. This is what I'm bringing with me on not just this trail, but on the JMT. I'm going to be upgrading and going with the 20,000 milliamp. Then of course I just got some phone cables, and then can't forget my iPhone, which is what I'm recording on right now. All right, for maps, these are the 6 superior hiking trail maps they have here. What I'm going to do actually is take pictures and just keep these on my phone. And I'm actually not going to bring the paper maps for 2 reasons. Number 1, to save weight. 3 reasons, actually. Number 2, when my last adventure, I had difficulties when I pulled this out, looking at this when it was raining out, and just destroyed the map, so you can't see much anymore. And number 3, I've hiked over 200 miles of the trail. I feel really confident that I'm pretty confident of everything that's on the trail. The parts that I haven't, half of it is just going through downtown Duluth, which is just roads and things like that anyway. So I will just bring electronic versions of the maps and save myself almost 3 ounces. And then lastly, hygiene items. Oh, I forgot this. This is the Black Diamond Ion headlamp. Be using that for light on the trail. Now, my plan is to do most of the night hiking at the very end. I probably will be trying to take as much advantage of all the daylight during the first part, really the first 6-7 days of my journey. And then the last day, I'm not going to stop until I'm done, and I might be hiking throughout the night. So I'm going to try to conserve a lot of the battery for the last day, but I have it, of course, if I need it. Few hygiene things. So my first aid kit, just a few ibuprofen or Advils. This is probably all I used during the entire Appalachian Trail last year. So I probably won't bring this much, but kitty tape is the most important thing. This is the athletic tape that I recommend, that I prefer. I use it all the time, and it's great for blisters, great for muscles, great for anything if you need tape even, but this is just amazing, amazing tape. I get the synthetic kind, so it sticks as long as it's dry and clean, the area that you're putting on, but my opinion, kitty tape is the best athletic tape out there. I got my Zpacks Ultralight toothbrush. It's got the little toothpaste in the inside. I got just a little thing of dental floss. I have to have floss. I can't floss without for a whole week. So definitely floss. And then I have to bring Body Glide. This is, I think this is the 0.8 ounce. I don't even remember it. I'll put it, of course, in the detailed description below. But this doesn't weigh a lot. It actually weighs 0.8 ounces, but it's the smallest version of Body Glide that I could find that is practical. I have just about a quarter bottle of hand sanitizer. Usually one of these bottles of sanitizer would last me for about 3 weeks on the Appalachian Trail, so I only need to bring about a third of that. And then lastly, insect repellent. I am bringing just a smaller bottle of the Sawyer Picaridin. This stuff works really, really well. A lot of people recommend this over DEET, and between this and my clothing right here that I'll be wearing, I should be able to shield the bugs, and I'll be hiking most of the time anyway. So, and then I will keep everything in my Zpacks little ditty bag here. This is a bigger ditty bag than I need, but this is just what I have, and it just seemed ludicrous to go out and buy another one to save like 0.02 ounces or something like that. And I'll be bringing toilet paper. This is not the toilet paper I'm bringing, but I'll be bringing toilet paper as well. So anyway, that is everything that I'm bringing with me on the trail. Let's pack everything up and let's weigh it and see where I come in at. So here it is, got everything packed in here. I even put my work phone in here, so it replicates the exact weight of my iPhone that I'm bringing. So let's go ahead and let's weigh it right now. All right, here we go. 6.3 total pounds. All right, guys, there you have it. My entire gear setup for my upcoming unsupported FKT attempt. 6.3 pound base weight. Everything has been tested out on the trail, most of which the Superior hiking trail. The only piece of gear that I haven't taken out was my quilt, which I just got under a week ago. Feel confident about all of my choices here. I am going to repackage my sanitizer to a smaller bottle, which will save me a quarter of an ounce. The only other thing that I might end up going with is just a lightweight, ultra lightweight inflatable pillow. On the Appalachian Trail, I have the Zpacks Medium Plus dry bag, which has fleece sewn into it, and I just stuffed my extra clothing in there, slept great at night. I don't have a lot of clothing and a lot of things to stuff into my quilt dry sack during this journey, so the amount of sleep that I get and the level of sleep I get is really, really important. So I might just end up biting the bullet and throwing that in, which would put me still under 6.5 pound
total base weight, because that would add about 2.5 or so ounces onto my base weight. Now, if you are interested in following me, I start my unsupported attempt on Saturday, the 29th of July. Now, if you become a member of my patron group, you can actually get exclusive privileges to my GPS and also my trail vlogs of everything that I'll be posting on my private Facebook page that is just exclusive to my patrons. So make sure you check that out. And I will also put links to every single piece of gear that you guys saw in this video in the description box below. I also made a complete gear list on Geargrams. I'll put the link of Geargrams also below in the description box, so you actually can see the weight breakdowns of every single piece of gear, how it all adds up, and then what it adds up to equate to that 6.3 base weight. Thanks so much, guys. We are really close to my start of my thru hike here. Next week on Thursday the 20th, I'm going to do a video about everything that I'm taking for my diet, the food that I'm bringing. So make sure that you check out us here next week on the channel. Stay tuned for many more sightings, guys. And of course, remember to always follow Bigfoot.